Titi Yaya tells me to take 5 of the white roses out of the vase and put the remaining 7 on the altar. She then points to a candy dish of loose change and instructs me to take out 7 shiny pennies and to place them on the altar as well. Meanwhile, she grabs a yam and banana from a basket on the counter and places them on the altar next to the roses. She takes 3 steps to get from the kitchen to the altar and motions for me to do the same. We both kneel on the 2 cushions that are on the floor in front of the altar. Yemaya is the mother of all living things in West Africa and the Caribbean. She lights more candles. She is the goddess of the living ocean. She gave birth to the moon, sun, and stars, as well as all the other orishas. She is extremely protective of her children, but she is nurturing and loving. Titi Yaya closes her eyes and opens her palms to the ceiling. I do the same. She tells me, pray for strength. Pray for wisdom. You are a child of Yemaya, and she is calling you. Let her show you the way. I am not usually the praying type, but this seems like an important step in understanding what I'm going through. So in my mind, I say, hey, and I ask the Orisha to help me make sense of all this. A few minutes later, Titi Yaya opens her eyes, stands up, and crosses over to her kitchenette. She pulls out the same large cauldron she unpacked the day I spied on her arguing with Abuela, and places it smack dab in the middle of the floor. She takes the cushion in front of the altar and moves it to the center of the room, crosses her legs, reaches in the cauldron, and pulls out a wooden cigar box. She takes out a cigar, chews off one end, and lights it with one of the large candles that are burning around her. I try to hold back my giggles at the image of this petite old woman puffing on a big, stinky cigar. Whatever she is doing, she is being mad serious about it. I want to show respect, but I'm not sure exactly what I am witnessing. Yaya takes out a guiro and starts to grind whatever mixture was inside with a mortar and pestle. Then she pours the powder into the cauldron. Then she motions for me to join her on the floor.